The drama surrounding Lil Scrappy and StevieJ has definitely taken a shocking turn with the leak of Bambi's personal video. What seemed like a regular feud has now exploded into something much more intense. The fact that Scrappy is going all out to expose StevieJ suggests that there's more to this story than just a simple mistake or accidental leak. It feels like a calculated move, which raises questions about the real motive behind it all. This is a high-stakes game, one where money, power, and privacy are tossed aside without a second thought. If you ever thought figures like StevieJ were the pinnacle of trustworthiness in the industry, think again. Recently, Lil Scrappy has raised some explosive accusations, uncovering an even darker side of the show. But here's the big question. Was it all part of an elaborate setup? Was this a mere drama stunt, or is something far more sinister brewing? Buckle up, because this revelation will hit you like a freight train. This isn't just another reality TV mess, and until you see this video through to the end, you won't fully grasp the scale of the scandal. The careers of these celebrities hang in the balance, and some very questionable actions have put them all at risk. Sure, we all knew a major explosion was coming at some point, but who would have guessed it would come at the hands of Lil Scrappy, completely calling out StevieJ over a video leak involving Bambi? If you've been tuning out, you might not realize the magnitude of this scandal. It's messy, intensely personal, and it's about to spiral even further out of control. First, let's take a step back to understand how serious this is. We're not talking about a random, meaningless leak. We're dealing with a private, intimate moment of Bambi, a key player in the reality TV world, being exposed without consent. This wasn't a slip-up, it was calculated, and that's what makes it so damning. Now, where does StevieJ factor into all of this? To put it simply, he has a history. StevieJ has long been one of the most controversial figures in reality television, notorious for his stormy relationships, shady business practices, and tangled web of scandals. This time, he's being blamed for being the mastermind behind the leaked video that has sent Bambi into a rage. So why does this leak matter so much? Imagine being in Bambi's shoes, your private moments, the ones that were meant to stay behind closed doors, suddenly splashed across every screen. This isn't just a violation of privacy, it's an all-out attack on her reputation. Enter Lil Scrappy, who is not holding back. When the video first hit the internet, the online world went wild. Everyone had something to say, and the topic spread like wildfire. But it wasn't until Scrappy made his statement that things escalated to a whole new level. Scrappy wasted no time in calling StevieJ out, labeling him a manipulator and a traitor. According to Scrappy, this wasn't just a careless leak, it was part of a deliberate plan. And the most shocking accusation? Scrappy claims that StevieJ orchestrated the entire thing, knowing exactly how the fallout would unfold once the video hit social media. Before diving deeper into the chaos, let's take a moment to look at the backstory, because trust me, it's critical. What might seem like another run-of-the-mill celebrity drama is much more than that. The relationship between Bambi, Lil Scrappy, and StevieJ has been anything but smooth. Their animosity has been brewing for years, and this video leak is the latest twist in a long-standing conflict. To understand the full scope of this volatile situation, we need to rewind to the early days of Scrappy and StevieJ's relationship. At the time they first met, they were both on different paths. StevieJ had already established himself as a seasoned producer, well-connected in the entertainment world. Scrappy, on the other hand, was still carving out his niche as a rapper, trying to balance his personal and professional life. It didn't take long before their paths crossed in the reality TV scene, primarily through their ties to hip-hop and love. Over time, however, things soured, particularly because of StevieJ's shady business practices, which Scrappy found unsettling. This distrust only grew stronger when StevieJ entered Bambi's life. Whether he was trying to play both sides or stir up conflict between Scrappy and Bambi, his intentions were far from innocent. Now, Scrappy is accusing StevieJ of exploiting Bambi's private life for personal gain. According to him, this wasn't some random occurrence. It was a well-thought-out move designed to stir drama, provoke emotions, and ultimately harm Bambi's image. But let's not take Scrappy's word at face value. According to sources close to the situation, there's much more happening beneath the surface. These insiders claim that StevieJ's actions weren't motivated by petty revenge or drama. No, they suggest that this is part of a much larger, darker plot, a tangled web of betrayals, power struggles, and manipulation. As the story unfolds, Lil Scrappy is stepping up, demanding answers, and refusing to back down. But there's something deeply troubling about StevieJ's behavior, and the more we learn, the clearer it becomes that this isn't just a simple incident. It's a massive scandal with the potential to reshape reality TV forever. So what's next for Scrappy and StevieJ? As Scrappy digs deeper and uncovers more about StevieJ's role in this web of deceit, one thing is clear: there's no turning back. The drama is far from over, and every new revelation only adds fuel to the fire. But before we move on to the next shocking twist in this story, let's take a moment to look at how the public and social media are reacting. What do fans think of Lil Scrappy's bold accusations? The video leak has gone viral, and now the public is divided. Some are rallying behind Scrappy and Bambi, demanding accountability for StevieJ's actions. Others, however, are questioning if this whole thing could be a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt. Could this be a strategy to drive ratings for the show, or is it a genuine scandal? It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure: reality TV just got a whole lot more intense. Shiwi quickly jumped into the fray, sharing her thoughts on Instagram and blasting StevieJ as a master of drama and manipulation. At the same time, other reality TV personalities like Mimi Faust and Kirk Frost joined the conversation, adding their own perspectives and fueling the fire. It wasn't just the reality stars who got involved. The media quickly joined in as well. Major tabloids and entertainment news outlets jumped on the story, with sensational headlines like StevieJ's dark secrets revealed and Lil Scrappy takes on StevieJ. The drama quickly spiraled, growing far beyond just a simple video leak, capturing the attention of a much larger audience than anyone anticipated. The scandal quickly escalated into a full-blown media frenzy. As expected, StevieJ denied any involvement in the video leak, claiming in an exclusive interview that he had no knowledge of the video being made public. He insisted that the release was accidental and expressed his apologies for the entire situation. But here's the twist. His response felt a bit too rehearsed, almost too perfect. This isn't the first time StevieJ has found himself in the middle of controversy, and some fans weren't buying his victim act. They pointed out that his track record of deceptive tactics made it hard to believe his claims, questioning why he was acting so innocent and trying to hide his involvement. He appeared unusually composed when the video first surfaced, and his swift, well-crafted apology raised some eyebrows. Why wasn't he reacting with the usual defensive outrage that celebrities typically display in these situations? Let's be real. StevieJ has a long history of positioning himself as the victim whenever scandals erupt. From his infamous relationship with Jocelyn to his other public missteps, it seems like he's always quick to play the martyr. StevieJ's history of using similar tactics in past controversies raises doubts about his sincerity. Whether he's truly the victim or just playing his usual game remains to be seen. With the stakes higher this time, it may be harder for him to shift the narrative. So, who's telling the truth, StevieJ, or is this just another act? What's next for Bambi and Lil Scrappy? The tension is rising, and the outcome is anyone's guess. This is just the beginning. As we dive deeper into the aftermath of the video leak, its impact on these celebrities, their careers, and the future of love and hip-hop, the public's focus intensifies. Media coverage is escalating by the minute. Stay tuned for the final part of this investigation. The Bambi video leak has spiraled into a scandal that's far from fading away. What started as a private moment is now a public spectacle, with the social media uproar showing no signs of stopping. The consequences of this incident will undoubtedly leave a lasting mark on those involved, as we delve into the final section of this story. We're about to dive deep into the aftermath of this whole mess and explore the potential consequences for everyone caught up in it. Trust me, things are about to get even more intense. Let's discuss the legal ramifications because with all the drama unfolding, Bambi and Scrappy are no strangers to being at the center of public controversies. You might think this won't spiral into a legal battle, but the video leak has definitely raised the stakes. There are laws that protect individuals from having their private moments exposed without consent. And with this situation, Bambi might just be gearing up to take legal action. The possibility of her pursuing a case adds a whole new layer of intrigue to this already complicated mess. There's speculation that this could go beyond just a simple leak, with some wondering if there were internal leaks within the production. Team of Love and Hip Hop. Could someone within the network or production company have purposely exploited this situation for their own gain? What's clear, though, is that the drama is far from over, and there are many more layers yet to be uncovered. There's speculation that this could go beyond just a simple leak, with some wondering if there were internal leaks within the production. Team of Love and Hip Hop. Could someone within the network or production company have purposely exploited this situation for their own gain? What's clear, though, is that the drama is far from over, and there are many more layers yet to be uncovered. Only just begun to explore their legal options, the fallout could stretch far beyond what we've seen so far. If Bambi decides to take this to court, it's not just going to be a headline for a week. This could unfold into a year-long legal battle. StevieJ, already no stranger to legal issues, is now facing serious scrutiny for his part in the scandal. The consequences for all parties involved could snowball into a much bigger storm than anyone anticipated. Though they've faced struggles before, this leaked video has deeply tarnished their image, potentially threatening their future in reality. TV. Love and hip hop feeds off chaos, but this level of scandal could tip the scales entirely. The question now is, will this leak shake the show to its core? Could it affect ratings? In the long run, absolutely. Some even suspect producers staged the chaos just to inject life into what many saw as a flat season of Love and Hip Hop. But the buzz didn't stay confined to reality TV. Mainstream tabloids and entertainment outlets quickly ran with the scandal. Headlines. Exploded. Stevie, what's StevieJ's side of the story? Naturally, he denied playing any part in the video leak, holding firm to his version of events. But revelations about Jay's murky past surfaced, and Lil Scrappy publicly confronted him. As opinions poured in, the controversy snowballed into something bigger than anyone anticipated. No one saw it spiraling like this. In a one-on-one interview, StevieJ claimed he had no idea the video would go public. While he expressed remorse, his statement felt oddly polished, almost rehearsed. What's more, this isn't StevieJ's first brush with controversy. He's no stranger to finding himself tangled in messy situations. Some fans weren't buying his victim narrative, suggesting it was just another of StevieJ's tricks to cover up his role. Others raised doubts, asking why, if he truly had no clue, he seemed so calm when the video dropped, and why his apology felt so calculated and perfectly timed instead of a genuine, spontaneous response. Rather than the usual defensive outrage we expect from stars, StevieJ's apology was measured and calm. Given his long track record of playing the victim, from his infamous relationship with Jolene to countless legal battles, he's skillfully managed to reshape these narratives, often casting himself as the aggrieved party in the drama. This time, however, it might not be so easy for him to escape scrutiny. So, who's really telling the truth? Is StevieJ truly the victim, or is this just another one of his familiar tactics? And what's next for Bambi and Lil Scrappy, now that the spotlight is on them, with the media constantly tracking their every move? In the next part of this investigation, in Nice, the next section will explore the fallout from the video leak and what it could mean for these stars' careers, as well as the future of love and hip-hop. As we dig deeper into the Bambi video scandal, it's clear this drama isn't wrapping up anytime soon. What started as a private moment has now spiraled into a major public spectacle. The social media frenzy shows no sign of slowing down. The pressure's building, and this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for the final chapter of this scandalous saga. The fallout is far from over, and the consequences will likely impact Lil Scrappy, StevieJ, and Bambi for months, or even years, to come. In the final section, we'll dive deep into the fallout from this whole mess and explore the possible outcomes for everyone involved. Believe me, things are about to get even more intense. Now let's turn our attention to the legal implications. Bambi and Scrappy are no strangers to public drama, but this video leak ups the ante in a way that could lead to serious consequences. This could open up a whole can of legal worms. When private content is leaked, There are laws designed to protect individuals from having their intimate moments exposed without their permission. What's even more compelling is that Bambi may be taking legal action against the entire production, team behind Love and Hip Hop for their role in the scandal, and Love and Hip Hop. In addition to StevieJ, she might also pursue a case for emotional distress or defamation. Some speculate that this wasn't a random leak at all. Could there have been an internal breach? Did someone within the network or production team exploit Bambi's vulnerability for personal gain or to boost ratings? This could potentially lead to a multi-party lawsuit involving not just the key players, but also several behind-the-scenes staff. One thing's clear, with all the publicity, Bambi likely already has attorneys lined up. Scandal and defamation lawsuits are on the horizon, and it wouldn't be shocking if StevieJ found himself under investigation for his role in the mess. If the courts step in, things could escalate even further than what we've seen. And trust me, if Bambi takes this to court, the media will be all over it. This is only the beginning of a legal battle that could unfold over months, or even years. Now, let's dive into the implications of this case. The long-term effects on these celebrities' careers will be significant. Bambi and Scrappy have weathered plenty of storms, but this video leak has hurt their reputations to such an extent that it could impact their future in reality TV. Love and Hip Hop thrives on drama, and this level of controversy is exactly the kind of thing that fuels the show's ratings. This kind of scandal is exactly what Love and Hip Hop thrives on, potentially pushing the show to its breaking point. Could this leak have a lasting effect on the ratings? In fact, some speculate that producers might have intentionally stirred up this controversy to spark interest in a season that otherwise seemed to be dragging.